Welcome in, you guys. I'm just hanging out. We're just hanging out. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. These are custom GBAs. These are reshelled. They have been reworked, refurbished. These are custom GBAs. Got some Game Boy accessories. I got some ALS Industries official bags. These are basically the Gucci bags of Game Boy Advance. ALS Industries. I've got a buyer's givey. Anybody who buys a Game Boy Advance walks out with this Hyperkin Retron Square. This plays Game Boy Advance games on your television in HD. Got a couple of wires. I have a 2-player wire. I have some USB wires. These are USB wire chargers for the Game Boy Advance SP. This is a 2-player wire. Connects to the SP or the Game Boy Advance for 2-player action. Can I just buy the Square? Well, I was thinking about that. I believe if you go on eBay or on Amazon, you can get it new for I think 80 or 85. This is open box. This is in like new conditions. I used it once and that was it. Um, Again, if you buy it new, it's like an 85. I'd be willing to do at least 70 on this because it's still in a very much new condition. If I sell it, I do 70 on it, but I'd rather give it away only because I have some Game Boys that I'm willing to give this away if somebody buys anything. Got this Game Boy. These are all custom builds. So this is Game Boy Advance. This is a black, white, and grayscale Game Boy Advance with the night light attachment. So you can play during the day and you can play during the night. Day and night play on this one. Do you have any USB-C mods? I don't have USB-C mods. Um, only because that if you only because USB-C mods uh, require the high output battery, which that's another charge if you would ever get that. And if you find those batteries like the USB-C mods work great with Funny Playing batteries. If you go to funnyplaying.com, that guy he's got a bunch of stuff that like you can literally start a build on his website and get that mailed home. But for the most part, I source out from a lot of stuff. I customize and modify Game Boy Advances and Game Boy Advance SPs. Got some original games right here. I have 2 reproduction games. This is a reproduction game right here, Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. This is a repro, so this is not an original copy. This is a reproduction copy. And then the one in here, final. This is a reproduction copy. Also the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. But these are original games right here. Mario Kart is an original game. I have Street Fighter Alpha 3 as an original game. Dragon Ball Z Legacy Goku 2 as an original game. Castlevania Circle of the Moon as an original game. And Kingdom Hearts as an original game. What I'm doing is if you buy a Game Boy Advance, then I will let you choose from the 2 reproduction games that I have, so that way you at least walk out with a game. Oh, shit, I forgot to put my phone in the charger. Why is this such a hassle right now? Ooh, let's see here. Let's play some Final Fantasy. Let's play some Final Fantasy. I've got like fucking 100 and some 50 hours on this Final Fantasy game. Resume battle. No, just load. I already beat the game. 127 hours of just grinding on Final Fantasy. And I believe this is like a 12-hour game when you really get into it. But I grinded so fucking much on this game to level up my characters. Great story, phenomenal story to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. It's a long game when you really like start grinding and like leveling up your characters. Yeah, it's a game that takes its fucking time. Oh, I wanted a battle. That guy left. I don't know if there's any missions. It's crazy because I actually didn't like. There's still some missions in the game that I didn't get to because of you need to have certain items in order to play the missions, and even then, it's kind of hard because you have to figure out what missions let you get the items that you can get. And even then, sometimes the missions don't let you play unless you have certain items. Oh, look at that guy walked into battle mode. This will be interesting. I'm about to kill everybody with one hit KOs. Watch this shit. No, no, I restarted. What are the rules? I can't use skills, I can't hunt, and I can't use broadswords. What the fuck? Are you serious? That's basically most of the main characters, I guess. Wait, no, I can't use skills. That's literally the whole fucking. I'm about to lose the matchup because I can't use skills, so I can still fight, but I can't use hunt and I can't use broadswords. Alright. Um that's totally fine. I don't have a great sword. I have a knight sword. I actually have the master sword. Do I have the master sword on here? Oh no, I'm using something else. The Chiri-Jiridon. Dude, my weapon attack is like 462. I can literally just one hit KOs. can't use skills. I literally can't. All I can do is just move and fight. I can't even use my skills. It's a little bit of a bummer, but alright. Now I gotta just move. Move carefully is the thing here. If anybody's ever played like a Tactics Org, Tactics Ogre, yeah, or Tactics Org, that was a really good game, similar to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Only Tactics Org came out first, and Final Fantasy Tactics came out second. So I feel like Final Fantasy definitely took after Tactics Org, but let's see. So we got an archer here. I'm about to just boost my attack to like a fucking insane amount of damage. Watch this shit. She already does like 300 attack power, but when I do the boost, oh my gosh, it's like a one hit KO. I just gotta wait for everybody else to move. Gotta watch that. Usually I just speed it up if I just hit A. Oh my gosh, watch this shit. Not only is this a white mage, but a fucking a sage. I leveled up this white mage as a sage also, and oh my gosh, these sage attacks are just bombs. Giga Flare, check this shit out. I'm about to kill these two with one hit. 228 damage, 213 damage, 400 and fucking 40 plus damage on both of them. That's crazy. Done and done. Dead. Ah, really? I get penalized off for. I got the red card. I got red carded for fucking using a skill. What a bunch of bullshit. Well, that's that. Usually, if I go to prison, then I just restart the game. Well, I don't restart the game. I just I don't finish the mission, because if one of my characters goes to prison, then it just that character gets taken away, and then the weapons get taken away. So you don't get those weapons back when your characters go to prison, and it kind of sucks, because when those weapons go away, 1v1 me on Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. You don't want the smoke on Chain of Memories. You don't want the smoke on Chain of Memories. I got it all unlocked. I'm using Riku. Riku's the powerful one. You don't want the smoke. Nah, I'm kidding, man. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. That was such a fun game. 952 hours. God dang, dude. I remember when I first got the game, there was a lot. It was a lot of fucking grinding. There was, I forget which boss it was. I forgot which organization 13. The guy who has those fucking those ice shields or some shit like that. He has like this fucking ice power, and God, I hated him so fucking much, man. It was just one of the hardest bosses in Chain of Memories. I mean, you basically face the whole organization in Chain of Memories, but like there was one of those Vexen or Vixen, I think it was one of them. Um, how much are the SDS and what models? SPs. I'm like SDS. What's an SDS? So they're varying from different ranges of prices. Oh man, I forgot to put the stuff in the shop. Hang on, let me import my stuff from my inventory. That way that way you can go to the shop and actually see the listings there. But they vary. They're varying in different prices only because of the modifications that they have. So let me see here. I should have. Yep, there are 5 items in the shop. So I have five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 Game Boys available. Um, each with different modifications. And because of that, they are ranging from different prices. So because they've been customized, their standard AGS 001 their standard AGS 001 models, as far as the motherboard, the screens themselves are modified on on the Game Boy Advance and on this one right here. These two were reshelled and still have stock screens. Um, they're clean. They're clean screens. I don't use dirty or scratched up stock screens on when I'm doing this stuff. So these are clean screens. These are clean motherboards. These are reshelled with different buttons and just just reshell bodywork. Same with this one. This one's been completely redone, like from the ground up. New motherboard, new screen, new lens, buttons, shell, the whole thing. This one's been redone completely, and this one has day and night play because I did the night light attachment for day and night play. And then this one over here is really decked out. This Game Boy Advance has a has the backlit screen, LED mods. This is the Gundam build. This is the Gundam build. This one takes after the Gundam Barbatos model, and I'm including the hand grips here on this one. So this is one whole build right here. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I got a couple stuff going on. Got some ALS industry bags. These are official Game Boy Advance ALS bags. Got some custom builds here. I got some reshells here. Got a couple original games. I have two USB charger wires. I have a two-player wire right here. I got this little 3D printed. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game cartridge holder. Little neat thing right here. Just put a game cartridge just like that, and it holds it for you. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're just hanging out. We're just chilling. Leave that one playing. This is my personal build. This is one of my daily drivers, just so you guys can get an idea of what kind of modifications I do on here. So I do button. I switch it up from buttons, the screen, the lens, the shell, the stickers on the back. This is my personal build. This is my Blastoise Pokemon build. This is my Pokemon Blastoise build. And this is a personal build. This is a custom build. I promise you, go to freaking eBay, type in a GBA Blastoise shell, and you're gonna see like Blastoise shells all painted out with stuff and everything. I went out of my way and built my own. This is my style. This is my Blastoise build, and this thing is absolutely phenomenal. Got a glow in the dark shell with the LEDs. Yeah, man. I built this one myself. This was all done by me right here. This thing is phenomenal. I love this one. Clicky buttons. That's what I like. Turn up that brightness. Gray triggers. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, gray triggers, black sides, white buttons, LED mock-up. So just to give you guys an idea, that's what I do. This is my personal build right here. I built this one. I also built this one right here. This is what my SP. This is my Game Boy Advance, and this is my SP. This is my other daily driver. White screen, 15 levels brightness on this one. This one has that same screen. This one's just black. This one's white. But this is my other personal build. Glow in the dark silicone pads, blue crystal blue buttons, crystal clear shell. See all the membranes, everything. I love this one. Not really. I mean, the Game Boy Advance SPs recharge, and I have rechargeable batteries for that. I'm not gonna send out the systems with the batteries only because they charge that more through mail because it's a hazardous chemical when you send batteries through the mail. So at least for that, I'm not sending batteries for the Game Boy Advance. I will be separating the battery outside of the Game Boy Advance SP system if you end up getting one. Um, Only because it removes it from the hazardous category of it being inside something that can start a fire, rather than just take it out, separate it from the system, and ship it still together. That way it doesn't mark it as a hazardous mail out. Yeah, of course. And let me turn up the volume here for you. So I have the brightness at low for the LEDs, but I'm turning that up right now, and it's full customization on the LEDs. Here, let's go to a quick game. All the buttons are working just fine. No, this is the Easy Flash cartridge. This is my personal cartridge. I highly recommend anybody get one for video games for the GBA. From the look of it, it's starting to get real hard trying to find some GBA games, especially from the internet. But this is the Easy Flash cart, and you can upload and save your games on here. No, unfortunately not. This is my personal cartridge. The game and the cartridge? No, brother, I'm not getting rid of the cartridge. This is my personal cartridge. I can get that fucking hook. Oh shit! Fucking fire pit. So the GBA games that I do have available, I have Mario Kart Super Circuit. I have Street Fighter Alpha 3, Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku 2, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and Castlevania Circle of the Moon. These are original. Those are original games, and then the reproductions that I have are Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. These are repros, not original repros. On the Majora's Mask GBA, I think that one's going for. I have that one at. Hold on, let me see. I have that one at 130. And this one has an LED mock-up. Fully customizable LED board. I did black buttons on this one. Adds a little bit of a good touch to that one, only because it's got gold and black, and I wanted to complement the color scheme. This one's been reshelled, LED and button and new buttons. This has stock motherboard and stock screen. Um, I keep I keep the cleanest screen as much as possible. Like I try to use the the most cleanest screen, the most cleanest screen when it comes to the stock parts. Reseller. What do you mean? Reshelled. Okay, reshelled. So when I do my modifications on Game Boys, um, when I do reshell, when I get my hardware in, when I get my stuff in, um, I get my stuff, in original shells. So let's say this. I mean, I custom build all my stuff, so I get my motherboards fresh. But when I whenever I need like a whole build to just completely tear down and reshell it, I get like a whole Game Boy. I buy the whole thing beaten up. The body is just completely done. It's beaten up, scratched, damaged, and that's what I do. Like I'll get those and clean them up from the inside, clean up the motherboard, rework them, make sure everything is working, and I reshell them. So this Game Boy is stock hardware and stock screen. The only thing about this one is just it's been reshelled with a new body, and I reshelled it with this body, the Super Famicom body. It takes after the oh my god, the family entertainment system that that came out before the SNES. And then this one, I like this one because this I reshelled this one to the SNES style. So instead of it saying Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Advanced Entertainment System, and then it's got like the little decals here. On this one, I believe I'm doing. I think this one's my cheapest one. So on this one, I'm doing 110 on this one. 110. Thanks, you guys. Thank you. These are custom builds. These aren't your usual. Oh, I'm gonna go get a Game Boy Advance and then it'll be normal. These are custom builds. These have been reshelled, reworked. Um, you know, to a certain liking. I like to do things. Um, with a certain style, but I like to keep my mind open when it comes to it. And I'm including chargers. So I mean, if you buy a system, yeah, you're gonna get a charger and whatever you need to. Let me see. Oh, I can't do 104. Yeah, I can't. I can't do 104. It's a little bit of a steep drop on that one. How much do I have that one at? I have that one at 130. The least I could do on that one is for sure 115. That way I don't break your whole wallet entirely. Would you like to do it for 110? This will be including a charger, and then if you'd like, from the reproduction games, I'd like you to choose one of the two games. If that's what you would go for. I can do it for that, for what I said. Okay. Let me go to the offer, and I'll send you the counter for the 115. Here, brother. I'll even hook it up for you. I'm gonna send you with this case here. And these are original ALS cases. Yeah, so these are, if you remember when Game Boy really first came out, the brand ALS Industries came out fast out of the gate with some really neat bags. These are real ALS industry bags, and look at it basically as the Gucci bags of the Game Boy world. They made these are the ones that these are the guys who made those metal cases. Um, all those good handbags. ALS Industries were the ones who definitely knocked that out the park. So I'm gonna throw in that case. Um, if you may, because you bought something, and I don't want to send you without a game. Which game would you like? Final Fantasy Tactics Advance or The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past? Zelda, bet. So I'm gonna throw that in there for you. And I'm gonna show you that it works. I don't want you to just buy it without, like, oh, let me see, let me really. So I want you to check it out. I don't want you to just be like, oh, I just made the purchase. So because if you'd like to cancel, we can do that too. But I want to show you that, hey, you're getting something that I worked on and it works. So, start button, A button works just fine. Arrow keys are responding okay, and this one has the light. So if you press the button, the the light does react with that button. And then the button customization, if you hold select and then right on the arrow key, the LEDs will flash, and then you can start customizing the brightness. So right now I'm turning down the brightness, as you can see, and then turn up the brightness. And you have different color schemes as well. There's three color schemes. I believe there's like a rainbow flux. Um, there's a solid color one, so that's the solid color, and then the multiple. You could choose different colors for the buttons. Let's see here. So yeah, there's like I think it's three or four color modes. I think it's three, and then if you hit select and just keep pressing it. So and then right here, this setting allows you to choose what color you want, one button at a time, and it'll swap through that. All you have to do is keep hitting left and right, and it'll just swap through the buttons. So I because I don't have the these two activated. If you continue to hit left or right, it'll swap through the whole circle, through the whole cycle, and hit select again. And when it flashes blue, that's when your settings have been set basically. And the LEDs in here have a memory, like a memory, like a basically it remembers your settings, so every time you turn it back on, it stays in that setting. So buttons are responsive. Select button, that's responsive. Start button is responsive. Let's see the triggers. Left trigger pulls out your map, is responsive. R trigger is for, let me see. So R trigger, you're gonna see him pick up the jar. There we go. He picked up the jar with the R trigger. I'm gonna throw the jar now with the R trigger. So all buttons are responsive. Let's open up that door. Let's get some action. Let's get some action. There you go. There's the sword. Let me switch to the boomerang here. So there we go. I got the sword, boomerang, sword, boomerang, oop, boomerang, sword. So all the buttons are responsive. All the buttons are responsive. And there's that one. So I'm gonna send that off with this case right here, the ALA's case, because I want your stuff to be protected, and you're getting the link to the past. So at the moment, you're my only buyer, brother. From the look of it, you're gonna get this. What time is it? It is 12:55 over here in Colorado, almost 1 o'clock. I'll be on for I think 30 more minutes, only because it's just very late. I would love to get some sleep. Um, but I'm gonna send this off with you, brother. I'm gonna mail this out. I bubble wrap all my stuff, so this will be in a bubble wrap envelope and a box. I'm gonna box it up for you, but I'm gonna make sure that this is secured for you in a bubble wrap. Um, and then again, if you're my only buyer at the moment, so by the end of the show, if you're my only buyer, I will be sending this out with your purchase. Yeah, dude. So the Hyperkin Retron Square. I bought this a while back, and I used it literally only one time. This is still in like new conditions. This has everything inside of it. HDMI cable, the controller, the power cable, the system itself, all the foam, all the bag, everything is still in here like new. So I'd rather get rid of it only because I'm just not using it. I literally used it only once, and I was just like, it's okay. I have my Game Boys. I can give this out to somebody who's gonna really enjoy it way more than I am. But yeah, there we go. Hawks Gaming did a nice pickup. Got the golden Majora's Mask Game Boy Advance. Lit. Clean pickup. I'm excited about that one, man. This was one of my first builds, and like making sure that this one was working down to the T of how I wanted it to work. Oh, dude, this was a fun build for me. Such a fun build, and now I'm excited because it's gonna go to another collector, another somebody who's gonna love it just as much as I am. Clean. Yeah, brother. I so I once so my builds I treat them more like a collector's item once I'm done with them. I rarely touch them. I literally look at them more for the purpose of just like, wow, look at that. It looks so cool. So once I was done building them, yeah, these were I didn't touch them like like crazy. I put them on a stand, and I I I left them alone basically. So I treated my builds like collector's items. I didn't want to mistreat them any more than their past users. So that's what I did. I put in some love into my builds, and I rather make sure that my builds are working properly and make sure that I'm satisfied, and I want to pass that on. I want to pass it forward. But that's a clean build right there, brother. So you're gonna get the charger included with that. So I always include the charger in my builds. Always, always, always. You're gonna get your charger, the Game Boy Advance system, your video game, and this ALSK system. And if you're my only buyer, that's going right to you. Honestly, I think you're gonna be my only buyer, brother. Yeah, dude. Freaking, this was fun. Like when I tried it out, it was fun for what it was, but I felt like playing it on it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. But then like that whole thing of like just playing it in your hand, the original nostalgia feeling, you can't compare. Something about it is just like taking a Game Boy game out of your hand into a TV. It's cool because I mean the GameCube did that only for with the Game Boy Advance player, and I think that was like the first like how it revolutionized it all. Actually, no. The I think it was, man, dude. If I was it the SNES that had a fucking Game Boy Color attachment? And you were able to play your fucking Game Boy Color games. Yeah, the SNES. Yeah, it did. Okay. Okay, yeah. Freaking dude, so much, like so many attachments and like so many little things that Nintendo did. But dude, like they slept on it, man. They could have continued doing shit like that, but they're just sleeping on it, man. And then they want to complain about like people pirating their games. I get it. It's a situation that they're trying to handle because they recently released a policy um aiming towards their pirated games. Um but it's something that they can't control. They're trying to put a policy on something that they can utterly 100% cannot control. It's weird. Yeah, SNES did do the Game Boy Advance the Game Boy cartridge thing. What we got, so we got these four Game Boy Advance systems. We have two Game Boy Advance systems right here. This one's been mocked up with modifications, backlit screen and LED board. This has been reshelled with a Gundam reshell. This one has been reworked entirely. New motherboard, new screen, new lens, new body shell. This one has day and night play, only because of the attachment. And turn on the light. Oops. There we go. So this has an attachment for day and night play. Whoa. That little night light. What was going on? Yeah, I have a cracked Switch and a regular one, but I play the regular one more because newer games are harder to get on the cracked one. Play newer games on I play newer game like because newer games are harder to get on the cracked one. So is it? I mean, are they? Let me see. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, okay, cracked. I see what you're saying. The word itself. I thought I see. Like like I didn't familiarize myself with that specific one, modded pirated one. Yeah, freaking. I'm also noticing that yeah, like Nintendo on the Switch, there's the little cartridge that you can download your games on. The only flaw with that is oh shit. So the only flaw with that is that if you use that thing and the thing is with that is that it's sourcing out the copy code the copy code of an original game, and this is a one in a million type thing where if somebody around the world happens to be playing that same game code that you are, yours is going to shut off because that person who owns that game code is going to be playing it on their Switch and yours is going to shut off. Exactly. So there's a lot of controversy with that is in terms of like in terms of where it's going, like as far as future and how it's working now. Um I don't buy into it only for the reason that it's something that is easily hacked and it doesn't go based off of a reliable source when you're trying to find Switch games. And even then it's hard trying to find some Switch games online. Like I said, if you know how to do it, but I wouldn't rely too much on it only for the reason that that cartridge itself is relying on source codes that are being personally used from another person around the world. Again, it's a one in a million thing, but the chances of you not playing a game all because of another person using that same game code is likely to happen. What time is it? I need to put my phone back on the charger. Did I not put it on? My phone is charging, but yet it still says it's at 10%. Why? Okay. It's okay. Yeah, and then like the only reason I never took the route for like downloading Switch games, like my girl, she has her Nintendo Switch. Um, but I never took that route of like getting that cartridge and downloading games only for the reason that it's more than like if it works out, it works out. But in the end, if somebody's playing that same game code, nah, bro, you're shit out of luck. Yeah, it's a risk. And then especially with like Nintendo trying to crack down on their whole piracy thing, that they're aware. That's the thing, is that Nintendo is aware. That's why I play my normal one more. And like, don't get me wrong, like go and buy the fucking game. Like just buy it. I understand that if it's something that you like, if it's hard to get, it's hard to get. But in the end, that game cart where you can put, all those Nintendo Switch games on there, um, it doesn't seem reliable, is what I'm saying. Like it's something that actually just came out of the blue, and like trying to make sure that that thing has reliable source codes is it's a hard one. At that point, I think I'd rather modify a Nintendo Switch Lite and go from there. I'd rather that way you can actually play your games from a modded Switch Lite and not have the worry of having somebody else use that same game code when that game code is already attached to your Switch Lite. There's a lot of modifications you can do on the Switch or the Switch Lite, but if you're gonna do that cartridge thing where you download a bunch of games, it's not worth it. I wouldn't recommend that. Might as like how I said, might as well just get a Switch Lite, hook it up to your computer, jailbreak it, break it, crack it. Do it. If you know how to do it, and that's probably the best way you can do it. Which one, brother? The red one or the black one? I'm asking 25 on that one. This one's very spacious. This one has a three compartments. It's got the Game Boy Advance compartment. It has your compartment to put your accessories, and then it has a large compartment on the back to put more accessories, as well as I think that's it. It's got that compartment, this compartment, and then a back compartment. So it's got the compartment for your Game Boy Advance. It's got the compartment for your accessories, and then it has one zipper along the back for a bigger compartment to for more stuff. And these are ALS Industries bags. These are official ALS industry bags. Yeah, of course. So there's the compartment for the Game Boy Advance itself. Stitches are all still intact. There's your compartment for more accessories. That's the medium compartment. So your Game Boy Advance would go in here. Your other compartment for accessories or games and stuff like that. And then the other compartment. Oh, my bad. So it's got the zipper, this medium zipper compartment, this little small compartment right here, and then the bigger one. So it's got four compartments. The bigger one is the pouch right here in the back. Everything looking good. Stitching still good. Tags are still on there. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't on the screen. So there's the fourth compartment, the bigger compartment out of the bag. The zipper compartment. still with the Nintendo logo zippers, still intact. The Game Boy Advance compartment, and then the last compartment. So it's got four compartments for all your games and accessories. I'm asking 25 on this one. If I can get that to stay. This thing's been a. But I'd be willing to do 20. I could do 22. Would you be willing to do 22? Right on. I can do 22. Let me make that listing for you real quick, like. Okay, Retro Games. ALS Industries original bag. Hello, hello, hello. Is everything good? Okay, now you can. No sound, no sound. Is it good? Is everything good? Is everything good? Okay, okay. Oh, that was trippy. Okay. Okay. So, Currently, it is Catfish and Hawks in the giveaway, in the buyer's giveaway, and this is for the the Hyperkin Retron Square. This plays Game Boy Advance games on your TV. This is a little system. Hook it up, throw in your Game Boy Advance game, and you're ready to play. So I'm gonna wrap this up for you and get this shipped out first thing tomorrow. I do not have any DS games. I only range myself from Game Boy Advance to Game Boy Advance SP and the Game Boy Advance cartridges. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up for you. And you're in the buyer's givey, so I have your name down for the buyer's givey. And when it's two people, man, I wish Hawks. Are you in here, brother? If you by any chance. So when it comes down to the buyer's givey, I don't I do I raffle it off the off the off the whatnot buyers thing, because if I do a buyer's giveaway on whatnot, it's gonna make you buy something again. I don't need you to do that. You already bought something. You're already entered into the buyer's givey. So with that, I will be putting your guys' two names down, and uh, I will be flipping a coin. I really wish Hawks was in here. Fuck. See if I can message him. Let me see if I can get Hawks to come in here. That way, at least you guys can call your coin toss. What's the hangers you have for? What's bangers or hangers? Bangers. Okay. Uh, let's see for Game Boy Advance. For as far as Game Boy Advance, I have these two builds right here. I have this Gundam build with backlit screen, LED board mockup, reshell with the Gundam shell, and clear crystal buttons. And with this build, I am including the hand grips for the Gundam build. I got that one right there. And then I have this one right here. This has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. New motherboard, new lens, new screen, new buttons, new shell. This one's day and night play. With the, oh my gosh, light attachment. If I can get the, why is it not off? On, there we go. Because I want you to see it. So this has day and night play. And if you're just gonna play it during the day, you could just take off the night light. But if you're gonna play it during the night, you can just attach that night light. It's got the dimming. It has for dimming and the on and off switch. For games, as far as the games, I have Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku 2, Kingdom Hearts: Chain of Memories, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Castlevania Circle of the Moon, and my last reproduction game is a copy, not an original, it's a copy, a reproduction game of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I have these two SPs right here. This one's a reshell. It still has stock motherboard and stock screen, and this one's been reworked. So this one has IPS screen, LEDs, reshell, new buttons. This one's been reworked. Shit. Holy crap. Sorry, you guys, I'm working. I have a little bit of a limited space. Now I gotta get that angle back. Man, I totally missed your message. Hang on, when I was explaining it. What's that? Let me see. How much on Super Circuit? I'm doing 22 on Super Circuit. I am doing 22 on Super Circuit. Game card is still holding up. Label is still holding up really good. Why do I feel like my phone is gonna fall again? I can do 20. I can do 20 on the Mario Kart. Let me make that listing for you, brother. Not a problem. Not a problem. That's our third buyer. So now we got 3 buyers, and the buyers give you for this Hyperkin Retch on Square. Let me make that listing for you. Took the photos, retro games. Mario Kart. Oh my gosh. Trying to type with my phone at an angle is harder than I thought. Super Circuit. Let's see, GBA game cart. Okay, platform condition. Let's see here, 20. Shipping. Okay, that should be good. Let me get that posted for you. All right, there we are. Mario Kart. Mario Kart. There we are. I'm gonna package that up with your ALS bag. Oh, I don't know why I thought there was 3 buyers. My bad. Nope, it's just still you. It's just still you, Catfish, and Hawks. All right. I appreciate this, you guys. I really do. You have no idea. Like it's you guys who make it happen, and and all of this. What I'm doing here is I'm gonna put this forward back into my projects. I want to build. I want to get another build going, and get it out there for you guys. I want to get more stuff going for you. Like I want to get hardware in. I want to get more customizable stuff in, and I want to go from there. I want to see how far I can get with this. And I'll be packaging this up, everything in bubble wrap, boxed up securely. We don't do that white envelope shipping stuff around here. What time is it? 126. So I did say I'd stay up for like 30 more minutes. Um, Currently, my only two buyers for this buyer's givey of the Hyperkin Retron Square for Game Boy Advance games playability on your TV um, is currently running at with Catfish and Hawks. So I will be doing a coin toss for you. Um, Catfish, if you're still here, I'd like for you to call your your side of the coin here. I will be using a Pokemon coin tail. So I will be okay. I will be let me. So this will be heads. Dragonite will be heads. Tails. Okay. For the live, make sure that the statement is recorded because it's just you two at the moment. Heads and tails. I will be filming this. I will put the coin toss on the live. So it's 127. I will be doing this in 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes until the end of the show. At the end of the show, I'm doing this buyer's givey for the Hyperkin Retron Square. Currently, I only have two buyers at the moment in the raffle. Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, I don't do the buyer's giveys on whatnot only because if I do it, it makes you buy something just to enter. That's stupid. It's pointless. You've already buying something. I want to reward you with that by by making sure you at least get something. 128, 2 more minutes, and then we'll do the flip coin toss. The coin toss here for the Hyperkin Retro. So this thing is it's called the Hyperkin Retron Retro. I'm sorry, Hyperkin Retron Square. Hyperkin is one of those under market um, companies who sell tools to let you operate your Game Boy Advance systems on your TV or your SNES systems, your Game Boy games, your SNES games, stuff like that. They make systems for you to play your games on a higher definition level. 129, 1 more minute, and then we'll do the coin toss. Yeah, no, I bought this thing a while back and used it once and that was it. This is still in new conditions. Everything is still in there, bagged up. Everything is still has its foam pieces. Everything is in there. Everything is in there. And like I got it, used it one time, and I was just like, I have my Game Boys. I think I got it out of just shits and giggles, but this thing is still like brand fucking new. And I'd rather if whoever it goes to, like I'm sure like it's gonna get used way more than I ever used it. All right, so it is 130. Catfish, you called tails. Hawks. So I am doing this on the live. Let me get that ready. Okay. So I'm gonna flip it on the floor. Okay. I'm gonna flip the coin like normal. That wasn't the flip. That wasn't the flip. So I'm gonna flip the coin like normal, like a normal coin, with the thumb flip. I'm gonna let the coin land, and that's where if whatever it lands, it's what it lands. Okay. So heads, tails. Okay. Normal coin toss. Good luck, you guys. Tails. Catfish. You got the buyer's giving, my guy. That landed tails, fair and square. Oh shit, hang on. Tails never fails. Tails never fails. Catfish, you are welcome. Thank you as a buyer. I appreciate that. It's you guys who make it happen, and I appreciate that. It's you guys. It's you guys. It's absolutely you guys who make it happen. That's gonna go in your packaging, Catfish, with your ALS bag and your Mario Kart game. Bro, I'm excited, dude. Make sure when you get this, hook up that Mario Kart game, start playing on your TV, dude. You're gonna have a blast with this thing. Tails never fails. I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you to the buyers. I appreciate you guys. You guys make it happen. I'm blessed. I am absolutely blessed because of you guys, okay? And I always reward you guys. I always have a reward system here at the Collective Corner, no matter what. Always have a reward system, no matter what. And because of you guys, we appreciate you, me and my girl. And you know what? We love you guys. That's gonna go with your packaging, Catfish. That's gonna go with your bag and your Mario Kart game. I love it, bro. I love it. I'm excited for you. So, without further ado, you guys, this is the Collective Corner signing out from the Game Boy Advance section. Pop in from the next shows, you guys. We do Pokemon cards on our shows, and currently we're doing Pokemon and Game Boy Advance. Um, I want to start doing more. I want to do Gundam figures. I want to do some Pop Funkos. So stay active, you guys. Stay up. Stay active. Stay tuned. Find out what we got here at the Collective Corner. It's only getting bigger. It's only getting bigger. It's only getting bigger. Good night, you guys. Again, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you to the buyers tonight. I hope you guys had a good time. Stick around for the next shows. You guys bookmark the next shows and check out the shop from time to time. We have new items periodically, and um, we aim here at the Collective Corner to make sure that we have good quality products. Check us out. Check us out and stay tuned. This is the Collective Corner signing out. Thank you.